Hey, how's it going? It's December 27th, 2011, several days after Christmas, and several more months since my last video. Now, I have not made a video in quite a while, not because I don't like to make videos, or not because I don't like you, but precisely, be precisely, precisely because of the fact that I've had some technological issues and kind of just been putting video making into the back burner. And I kept telling myself all I need to do is just go out and get a new webcam, some new recording equipment, something. And months later, another month would pass by. Yeah, I'll do it. The next month would pass by. And all this time passing by. And for a while with my videos, I was kind of just rehashing the same stuff over and over again. Like, oh, what was it that Cat had done? Just like all these like stories and dramas and stuffs that have been kind of going around in circles. And while that stuff is interesting to some degree, I feel like in the past maybe 4, 5, 6 months now, I've really had a lot of monumental changes that have really set the benchmark, the foundation for phase 2 of my life. And a few of the things, I've got a nice full-time job, which is excellent. Got my nails did them myself. I'm engaged, which is really wonderful now. I have a new apartment, which is the new place, the new backdrop that we see. And I've got plastic on the windows because I'm smart about seeing it. Else, my bodily changes, there are lots of changes with hormone therapy. There's so much to talk about. And I love water. Water's good. It's also looking at nice videos because my voice would just get monotonous. And I don't want to monotonize you too boredom. So I have equipped myself with preemptive water. Instead of running out in the middle of a video to common sense. Alright, so where do I start? This video is kind of more free because I didn't really take the time to write out exactly what I wanted to talk about. But at the same time, I'm like, I really need to make a video. And so, after doing some reading about trends to spirit history, I was just like sitting there and I'm like, I really want to make a video. And kind of the technological setback I had prevented me from actually making videos. And now I'm just like, look, just go get a webcam, doesn't matter, spend $20, something basic that'll work, get the point across, make a video. And so it works. Good. So maybe with some time we'll get something fancier, but for the sake of what I'm doing right now, this works. So a new crib, just really nice. I'm sure that moves to you in your post moving out phase of your life. I've experienced the roommate shuffle, and I've had a string of lots of unfortunate situations for a long time, for many years. And I decided, well, what opportunities do I have right now? Unfortunately, my job allows me to look at something with a higher price tier, with more income. So I'm living here with my sweetheart, which is nice. It's just the two of us. One of these days, when the place gets like firmly established, I'll give it a little tour. But it's been great. Your house space, my house space, it really does set me experience every single day. Like earlier, I went to a coffee shop, bumped into an old coworker, and he was looking for a place to go to a week. And I was just like, yeah, I went through the housing shuffle a lot. Especially in the past year. A lot, especially in the past year. And for a moment there, I was just thinking about all the things that I experienced, like who's going to do the dishes, like who's this, who's that, how passive aggression, this blah blah blah, music's too loud, guests are over. Guess what? It's my own place. Goodness, we know. It's our own place. It's our place. And it's just nice not having to kind of compromise with like people on Craigslist. It's just been so much better. It's been one of the most revolutionary changes in my life. And it's just nice too, because I'm just like, guess what I'm doing? Nothing. I'm not doing it. I'm just gonna sit here and make a video, drink water, and not worry about whether or not I'm embarrassing myself talking to a webcam with roommates this way. So, all in all, that's been great. I've been here for 7 months now, since the beginning of the fall. So, my relationship also started at about the same time too. And while some people are engaged, that's crazy. It's so fast. And it's just one of those things where you know you have it. And you don't know until you actually have it. And I'm not saying I'm an expert on knowing, but I'm an expert on knowing what I feel. And it's been a wonderful, wonderful relationship. It's some bumpy moments at the start, but it's very real. I like it. I love it. It's great. And yeah, it's been pleasant. We very similar living habits and desires. We're just both so supportive and understanding of each other's schedules and our own personal endeavors. So it's not like I feel like I'm sacrificing, which is such a huge part of a successful situation. And that's what it is. It's not like you can have a successful relationship. You have a sequence of successful situations. And the trend is that this is something that's sustained and will only get better. And so I'm just overall blown away. So I'm just like, I wasn't planning it on it, and I wasn't looking for a relationship, which I think is another key aspect. Water time. It's time for the water. So let's see, water. But our communication started at about the same time that I left my old crappy house and started working full time. Then just kind of like life and all these different angles started coming together, which was just such a relief because I swear I was just gonna leave this town and be like, I'm done with you. But I definitely had a lot of fears about that prospect because kind of if you live in an area after a while, you begin to understand its nuances, you start to build connections, finding work becomes a little bit easier, moving this direction, that direction becomes easier. But moving to a brand new place, being transgender, I just wasn't sure what I would face wherever I would be moving to. And so it worked out, but at the same time I know to be smart, save up, work hard, work on projects, make videos, because videos are where it's at. And I really regret not making videos as I went along, but the truth was I kind of needed a break. But I'll probably get more of that in writing form. This is my sign language for writing form. And my plastic windows. So that's been great. Work has been excellent. Moving my way up from janitor to boss lady, which has been kind of revolutionary in the sense that it gave me a sense of feeling like there's some redemption in this world. That some things that should happen, that I hope to happen, can happen while I'm in it. Like there could be these positive changes, and those positive changes can also include me, and that I can be active in it. So it's been nice. It's also been really, really strenuous. Being a manager of several folks, it takes a lot of work, and I think that it's definitely like the job description for manager is something that I feel like is often taken too lightly. Like it just doesn't mean like I made a schedule, I'm going to pressure these people to work the schedule. I'm going to yell at people. I'm going to assert my authority. When in fact, like, my philosophy behind management is kind of like a family, especially when working at a cooperative. But take care of folks and they'll take care of you. And the most important thing is maintaining people's well-being as best as you can within your job description, and making sure things are working. And yeah, I think I'm doing all right. I did work a huge stint of multiple weeks in a row, but at the same time, it's nice pulling back these past couple of days and just being like, guess what I'm doing today? I'm drinking water. I'm making a video. I'm sitting by my plastic windows, making finger motions. Things in my family are going well. I have to say, though, that it's kind of sucked. It sucked being away from home during Christmas, because last Christmas I had spent, one of my videos I made was about visiting Boston, my fears of visiting Boston. And that was part of my Christmas trip to see my sister. And now that my younger brother's up in that area, I really wish that I could have gone. Wish that I could have also seen my parents as well. But that's something that we project for next year. So, and plan on doing so. Do you like how I'm nonchalantly cleaning my keyboard? Because there's no better time to clean your keyboard than when you're making a video. As you'll all obviously see this is embarrassing. There's something about MacBook Pros that they're really nice when you first get them. They're really nice for the first several months. Then as soon as they get their first scratch, I've got the aluminum one, and it just looks dirty. Like, aluminum was a bad idea. Like, really bad idea. Anyways, so else as well, I do have a lot to talk about in terms of some of the other bigger changes that have happened through hormone therapy that I actually had not been expecting. It's not just about, for me and my transition, it's not just about, like, my face is changing, my skin's changing. One of the things that I really had to take into consideration as strongly was the psychological impact of going through a second round of puberty. That's right, a second round of puberty, which means that there's all sorts of craziness involved. I like and I love who I'm shaping into. It's like water. It's like my soul had been desiring this water, aka hormone therapy, and it just works well. And for some folks, it's not always that case. I just want to make that preface that hormone therapy isn't necessarily the path that everyone has to take if they're transitioning. It's just as wonderful and as valid to not be in hormone therapy. But for my own self, this is what works. This is great. Some of the interesting things that I've noticed is that I feel like in the past 4 months that my body, my mind has really gone into overdrive. Has been like, okay, this hormone stuff has been in your blood for a while. I think it's time to really acknowledge this puberty, because I feel the changes, I feel the calmness, I feel the soothingness and like the peace of mind. And now I'm starting to feel more of the I'm forgetful, like a teenager. I'm feeling like sometimes moody. My desires change. My mood changes. My hunger has definitely increased. But when has that not been the case? And it's just been interesting also kind of seeing like the second round of physical changes too. My legs are changing. My upper body strength is changing. But everywhere else that you can imagine has been growing too. And so as I go through this process, I'm realizing how important it is to really maintain my health and drink lots of water. And now I have to use the bathroom because I don't change water. But there's definitely more I want to talk about. This is just kind of like a, here you go. Thanks. while, I'm going to tie up this video, wrap it up, and mail it off to you on the interwebs. Thanks for tuning in, and I'm glad to be back, and I'm glad that some of you who've been watching me for a while are continuing to watch me, and if you haven't seen my videos before, thank you so much for watching. And I'm going to scroll, there's the stop button. Thanks. Have a wonderful day.